parturition, as we discussed, what is the gestation period? Gestation period for different animals will vary. So gestation period for human, it is about 9 months. So at the end of 9th month, the fetus will be well developed. All the organs, everything is well developed and it is ready to come out of the womb, uterus. So that is the bringing out of this fetus, well developed fetus out of the womb is called as parturition. Okay, or else delivery of the baby, you can say. Okay, but the exact scientific term is parturition. So that is the exact definition is processing of giving birth to young ones is the process which is called parturition. It is induced by neuroendocrine mechanism. So for this process, oxytocin hormone is very much important. Oxytocin hormone. So from where this hormone is produced? From hypothalamus it is produced and it is stored in the posterior pituitary. So posterior pituitary should release this oxytocin hormone, which induces the uterine muscle contraction. So for that induction of this release of oxytocin from posterior pituitary, first what is happening is the signals from the well-developed fetus and placenta, both is needed. Definitely you will get a question. So what is responsible for the release of oxytocin? That is by, or else you can see a question like that is the parturition is induced by the signals from both the well-developed fetus and placenta. Okay, so these two induces first mild uterine contractions. Okay, this is called as fetal ejection reflex, or else question how they will ask, fetal ejection reflex is caused by well-developed fetus and placenta. Okay, so this fetal ejection reflex is needed for the release of this oxytocin from posterior pituitary. Okay, so after that, the vigorous contraction. What is the role of this oxytocin? This carry out vigorous contraction. Vigorous contraction of uterine muscles. Yeah, so this is the basic thing you have to know. What is the definition for parturition? And it is neuroendocrine mechanism. And first, the oxytocin is the hormone which is important to induce parturition, and that should be released from posterior pituitary. This is released only when fetal ejection reflex is created by well-developed fetus and placenta. Okay, yeah. So after the release of this oxytocin, what is the role of this oxytocin? As I told, it creates stronger uterine muscle contractions, which in turn stimulates further secretion of oxytocin. More oxytocin will be released from posterior pituitary. So continuously when it is happening, that leads to the vigorous contraction of uterine muscles and expulsion of the baby. So with the baby, umbilical cord, placenta, everything will be thrown out. Okay, see here the placenta, remnants of umbilical cord, everything will come out of the maternal body. So this is otherwise termed as afterbirth. Okay, but the connectivity will be there. We have to cut the umbilical cord. After parturition, after delivery of the baby, the umbilical cord is removed, but automatically the placenta and the remnant of umbilical cord which is remaining in the maternal body, it will be expelled out. That is termed as afterbirth. Okay, yeah. So that's all about this. Is very simple thing what you have to remember, that is parturition. It requires oxytocin. Oxytocin will be released from posterior pituitary only after fetal ejection reflex is created by uterine muscle and well-developed fetus and placenta. That creates mild contraction of uterus, and that leads to more release of oxytocin from posterior pituitary, that induces the delivery of baby. Okay, so along with the baby, all the unwanted materials will be thrown out, expelled out. That process is called as afterbirth. Okay, yeah. Next is lactation. So soon after the delivery of the baby, milk production gets started. So for that, hormones needed are prolactin. So what is the role of this prolactin? From where it is released? Prolactin releasing hormone is released from hypothalamus that induces anterior pituitary. Okay, prolactin releasing hormone will be released from hypothalamus. So this prolactin releasing hormone will go and induce anterior pituitary to release prolactin. What is the role of this prolactin? Milk secretion. It induces milk secretion. But ejection of milk, again, we need oxytocin. Oxytocin is needed for ejection of milk. So these two you have to remember. And what do you mean by colostrum? The first milk which is produced by the mother is called as colostrum, and it is yellowish, which is rich in antibodies. All the antibodies are present. Why? Because the baby's immune system is not well developed. So in the beginning stage, it will get immunity only through the mother. Okay, the milk which contains all the type of antibodies, but a large amount of IgA is present in colostrum and mother's milk. Okay, yeah. So after 1 day, the milk will be like white as usual. So these are the things you have to remember. What are the hormones involved in lactation process? And soon after the delivery, these hormones are produced, and that execute their function of milk secretion and ejection of milk. That's all. Okay, so that's all about parturition and lactation. So Nandini?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so do you want me to revise everything, or shall we discuss questions, dear?
Questions, ma'am.
Yeah, gametogenesis, everything is fine, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, will you tell me what is spermatogonium and what is the what to say, chromosomal count number?
Somatogonia 2N, ma'am.
2n, 44 plus xy. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
44 plus xy. Okay. And what is the difference between spermatogonium and primary spermatocyte? Difference between spermatogonia and primary spermatocyte.
Difference means?
How they differ? Why they named it spermatogonia? See, spermatogonia, as you told, it consists of 44 plus xy. Okay, so this will undergo again multiplication.
Mitosis.
Yeah, mitosis, multiplication. Okay, this will multiply and form primary spermatocyte. That is, so many spermatogonias will be formed and multiply plus growth. The difference between spermatogonia and primary spermatocyte is the growth of spermatogonia leads to primary spermatocyte, but chromosome number will be same. Okay, and after this, what will happen?
Secondary spermatocyte will form.
By
Meiosis.
Meiosis. So how many will be formed?
2.
Yeah, secondary spermatocyte. Clear? And
yes.
In one secondary spermatocyte, how it will be? That is, one will be having 22 plus X. Am I right?
Yes,
another will be having 22 plus Y. Okay, now it is N. Clear? And what will happen to this secondary spermatocyte?
Mitosis, no?
Mitosis. Clear? Second meiosis. This is meiosis. Wow. Yeah. So meiosis 1 only reductional division. So next again this will undergo
meiosis 2.
2. Yeah. Okay. So meiosis 2 again what will happen? Spermatids will be formed. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So spermatids again, how many will be formed? 22 plus X, 22 plus X. And from here, 22 plus Y, 22 plus Y. So totally how many?
4.
4. Secondary spermatocyte, 2. Got it? And again, what will happen here? Maturation will happen. So maturation of spermatids to sperm.
Spermatozoa.
Yeah, sperm or spermatozoa. Both are correct. And this process is called as?
Spermiation.
Huh?
Spermiogenesis.
Yeah. What is permeation?
Release of sperm to
From Sertoli cells. Release of sperm from seminiferous tubules, you can say, or else Sertoli cells, you can say. Okay. And what is this process? First process of conversion of spermatogonia to spermatid. This is called as?
spermatogenesis.
Yeah, spermatogenesis. So what is the hormone needed for spermatogenesis?
FSH, LH.
Particularly?
FSH.
No. Spermatogenesis, LH. Spermiogenesis, FSH. Please remember this. Clear?
Why, ma'am?
That is both the hormones, they are dividing their function. LH is needed for first process. FSH is needed for second process. Together, LH and FSH is needed for spermatozoa production. Got it?
Okay. Yes,
yeah. Yes. And shall we one more time revise the that is the oogenesis?
Yes, ma'am.
Ovum development, because that is also very much important. Here, what you have to remember is, you will remember what is diploid and haploid nature, where the diploid and haploid nature will exist. But here, what kind of division is existing during the conversion, you have to remember. Okay. Yeah. Again, next, if you see, first oogonia. Yeah, oogonia will be having 44 XX. 44 XX, and that is present. So it is 2N. Okay. So again, first it will be converted into primary oocyte at birth. So this will be developed. This is in fetal stage, and that is at the time of birth. What will happen means, okay, many oogonias will be formed. And this oogonia at the time of birth, if you take at birth, you can say this will be arrested in meiosis 1, and that too prophase 1. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
And that is called as? That is called as? Yeah, primary oocyte. Okay. And again, this will be having, this is not completing meiosis. So the same.
2N.
Yeah, sorry. This will be there. And again, what will happen means, from this, the secondary oocyte will be formed. When? At the time of puberty. So from birth to till puberty, all this oogonia will be converted into primary oocyte, and primary oocyte will be existing, so many. And during this time, they will be, that is totally 4 lakh primary oocytes will be there at the time of birth, and at the time of puberty, how many will be there?
6,000 to
60K.
8,000.
No, 60,000 to
60,000 to
80,000.
80,000.
60,000 to 80,000. So what will happen means from this primary oocytes, only one will be selected per month. Okay, and that will complete meiosis 1 to produce secondary oocyte plus
Polar body.
polar body. So what is the chromosomal nature of secondary oocyte here?
N.
22 plus X. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, again, it continues M2, meiosis 2, and it is getting arrested at
Metaphase 2.
very good metaphase 2. Okay, so here again, this is present in the Graafian follicle. Okay, what is the difference between primary follicle, secondary follicle, the tertiary follicle, and Graafian follicle we discussed. Okay, so this secondary oocyte at this stage arrested in metaphase 2, that is present in Graafian follicle. So during ovulation, this secondary oocyte at this stage only released. Understood, Nadir? Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So from this slide, you can expect different type of questions. Okay, so totally how many eggs will be used in female life?
450.
Yeah, 450 to 500 eggs. So these are the points you have to remember. Yeah. Others, I think reproductive system and all, it is clear for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and again, one more question, that is, what is the cytoplasm and DNA content of morula and zygote? Is it same or is there any changes? Are you getting my question, dear?
Once again, question, ma'am.
What is the amount of cytoplasm and DNA in morula and undivided zygote? Whether it is getting increased or decreased or same?
Decreased, ma'am. No, ma'am, increased.
Actually, DNA is getting increased and cytoplasmic content is remaining same, because how it is happening means, see here, this is zygote, and it is getting divided like this only. So here it is only increasing. Yeah, it is increasing the DNA size. If you compare, that is total all 16 cell stage, it is called as morula. At 16 cell stage, it is called as morula. So if you see the content of morula and zygote, here in morula, that is cytoplasm is same, but DNA is more. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are the membranes that are covering the egg? What is the nature of zona pellucida and corona radiata? That is, zona pellucida is immediately present above the egg, and that is membranous in structure. And corona radiata, this layer is made up of follicular cells. Okay. So what is the role of hyaluronidase? Where the hyaluronidase is present, I explained.
Acrosome, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Egg is covered by zona pellucida. So this is membranous in structure. Okay. One more is again corona radiate. Yeah. So this is comprises of again follicular cells. Okay. So this corona radiata follicular cells, They are combined, attached together by hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid. So to break this layer, hyaluronidase is secreted from acrosome. Got it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. First question. Progesterone hormone is secreted by
Corpus luteum.
corpus luteum. And what is the previous condition of corpus luteum?
Graphene follicle.
No. I informed.
Corpus hemorrhagicum.
Yeah, very good, very good. And that is otherwise called as red body. And this corpus luteum is otherwise called as
Yellow body.
yeah, yellow body. And after this corpus
Corpus
luteum,
albicans.
is
White body.
white body. Very good. Yeah, at the time of sexual excitation, muscles in penis relaxed, contracted, collapsed, none. Are you getting my question? During the time of sexual excitation, muscles in penis are relaxed, contracted, collapsed, none.
Contracted.
No, relaxed. Okay. During sexual excitation, muscles of penis relaxed state. Okay, next question. Which acid occur in semen? Which acid occur in semen?
Hydrochloric acid.
No. Semen is having citric acid. What are the components present in semen? Tell me.
Seminal plasma. Fructose,
okay.
calcium.
Okay. Along with that, citric acid is also there. Okay. Secretion of which gland has high percentage of fructose? So what are the glands that are secreting seminal plasma?
Seminal vesicle. Prostate.
Prostate gland. Prostate gland. How much percentage? 70% by seminal vesicle and 30% by
Prostate.
Yeah. So which gland is producing high percentage? They are asking.
Seminal vesicle.
Obviously, seminal vesicle. Yes. In testis of male, if it is not transferred from abdominal cavity to the scrotal sac, then male will die. Absence of male characters, development of male reproductive system will not occur. Sperms will not form.
Ma'am, question.
No, that is descending is happening, right? That is during the time of birth, these testis is present in the abdominal cavity, and descendant, that is descending means it is coming into the scrotal sac. Why? To maintain the temperature for sperm production. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if it is not getting descended, that leads to what disease? Cryptorchidism. Did I mention or not?
Yes, ma'am.
I told now.
Yes, ma'am.
This is undescended testis. So testis, it should be descended to maintain the temperature. So if undescended testis is there, this leads to infertility. Infertility. Sperms cannot be produced. Okay, let me read the question. If the testes of male are not transferred from abdominal cavity to testis sac or scrotal sac, then the male will die. Absence of male characters, development of male reproductive system will not occur. Sperms will not form. Sperms will not form is the right answer, Nandini. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, in mammals, failure of testis to descend into scrotum is known as cryptorchidism. Just now I explained. Sertoli cells are involved in respiration, nutrition of sperms, excretion, development of sex organs.
Nutrition of sperm.
Yeah, very good. In mammals, corpus luteum is found in the brain, ovary, liver, eyes. Very easy question.
Ovary.
Okay. And again, testosterone is secreted by?
Sertoli cells.
Hello. Testosterone is secreted by?
Leydig cells. Leydig cells.
Secreted by Leydig cells. Where these Leydig cells are present?
Interstitial cells.
Interstitial space. Okay. Yeah, common duct formed by union of vas deferens and duct of seminal vesicles.
Ejaculatory duct.
Very good. Most important component of oral contraceptive is? Yeah, this next chapter. Okay. Scrotum communicates with the abdominal cavity through?
Inguinal canal.
Yeah, very good. Inguinal canal. Purpose of tubectomy is to prevent. This is also next. Tubectomy means?
Remove a small part is removed from vasa deferentia.
That is vasectomy, I think.
Oh, tubectomy. Fallopian tube is cut.
Yeah, see, this option also they will give. You should not get confused. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yes. Seminiferous tubules are composed of? Seminiferous tubules are composed of? How many seminiferous tubules are there in one lobule?
1 to 3 called seminiferous tubule in one compartment.
They are made up of?
Germ cells.
Very good.
Sertoli cells, Leydig cells, interstitial cells.
No. Inside the seminiferous tubule, only germ cells and Sertoli cells are present.
We shouldn't say that the interstitial cells, ma'am.
No, interstitial cells are Leydig cells. They are present in between
outside
the space. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it, na? Yes. And again, these together are called as, again, germinal epithelium. This is also called as germinal epithelium. Here the answer is given like germinal epithelium. Okay, so inside the seminiferous tubules, these two are present, and in interstitial space only Leydig cells are present. Okay. Yeah, bundle of muscles in penis are? Yeah, in penis, what type of muscle is present? Corpus cavernosa and corpus spongiosum. So this is not given in NCERT. So these two are the type of bundle of muscles present in penis. Glans penis is covered by?
Foreskin.
Glans penis is covered by?
Foreskin.
Yeah, foreskin, otherwise called as prepuce. It is there in NCERT. Okay, prepuce or foreskin. Yeah, next question. Lutein cells are found in? Lutein cells are found in corpus luteum. Okay.
Yes.
Scrotal sacs of man and rabbit are connected with the abdominal cavity by? Inguinal canal. Yes. In mammals, the testes occur in scrotal sac for? Why it is present in scrotal sac? To maintain the temperature, requirement of low temperature for spermatogenesis. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
In between spermatogonia are found? In between spermatogonia are found?
Sertoli cells.
Yeah, very good. Sertoli cells are found in testis of cockroach, liver of mammal, testis of mammals, testis of frog.
Testis of mammals.
Yeah. Which accessory genital gland occurs only in male mammals? Yeah, very good. Prostate gland. Yes, this prostate gland is present only in mammals, and that too male mammals. Seminal vesicle is present at the junction of where the seminal vesicle is present. Seminal vesicle is present at the junction of prostate and urethra, prostate and vas deferens, prostate and Cowper's gland, vas deferens, and testis. Junction of vas deferens and prostate. Yeah, prostate. Got it? Yes. During differentiation, the spermatids remain associated with. I told you. This I explained. So after the release of spermatids, again sperms, it needs maturation. So for that maturation, Sertoli cells are providing nutrients. For that, the sperm head is getting placed in the Sertoli cells. Yes or no? During differentiation, the spermatids remain associated with Sertoli cells. Okay. So Sertoli cells are providing nutrients needed for the conversion of spermatids to sperm, we can say. Next is sugar fructose is present in the secretion of
seminal vesicles.
Yeah, seminal vesicles secrete fructose also. Okay. And again, spermatozoa are nourished during their development by this already we discussed different Sertoli cells. Yeah. What would happen if vas differentia of man are cut? That is vasectomy. If vasectomy procedure carried out, what will happen? Whether the semen will be released or not?
No, ma'am.
No. Why? Semen released without sperm. Because after that only, after vas difference only, what are the accessory glands present? Seminal vesicle is present, Cowper's gland is present, and prostate gland is present. They are producing seminal plasma. Semen only released from the testis. So the semen will be released even if vas difference, they are cutting, that is vas difference is connecting the epididymis tail and the ejaculatory duct, that is the seminal vesicle part, right? So they will cut the vas difference before these accessory glands. So all these seminal plasma which is produced by these accessory glands will be produced regularly, but semen is not added to that. Sorry, sperm is not added to that semen. Got it, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In urinogenital organs of rabbit, which one of the following part is present in male but not in female? See, urethra, fallopian tube, vagina, vas difference.
Vas difference.
Yeah, vas difference. Accessory sexual character in female is promoted by. What is the role of estrogen? Estrogen, secondary sex character development. Okay, yeah. Sertoli cells, that is accessory sexual character in female, is promoted by androgen, progesterone, estrogen, testosterone. Easy only, na, this question?
Yes,
estrogen. Sertoli cells occur in human testis. Which one is primary sex organ? Scrotum, penis, testis, prostate.
Testis.
Yeah, testis of rabbit occur in one either side of dorsal aorta, inside body, on side scrotum of kidneys, scrotum. Yeah. Meaning of oligospermia is? What do you mean by oligospermia?
Insufficient production of
Yeah,
sperm.
yes, less number of sperms. Aspermia,
No production of sperm.
yeah. Aspermia, absence of sperm production, we can say. Okay, yeah. Satori cells are otherwise called as nurse cells. Okay, nurse cells, reproductive cells, receptor cells, none of these given. Vagina of the female reproductive system is primary sex organ, essential sex organ, secondary sex organ.
Secondary.
Secondary, yeah. External or accessory sexual characters first appear in secondary sex characters appear in childhood, puberty, fetus, adulthood.
Puberty.
Puberty. Puberty occurs in female at the age of
11 to 15.
yeah, puberty. Here 11 to 14 years they have given. So 11 to 15 years. Yeah. And again, mesovarium is peritoneal covering of ovary, testis, kidney, liver. This is also very easy.
Ovary.
Ovary, yeah. At puberty, women start producing sperms, urine, young ones, ova.
Ova.
Yes. Surgical removal of cutting and ligation of the ends of oviduct is known as
Tubectomy.
tubectomy. Eggs from the ovary are released in eggs from the ovary are released in
Graphian follicle.
released from Graphian follicle, released into oviduct, kidney, ureter, coelom.
Oviduct.
Not directly released into the oviduct. It is released into the coelom only. It is released out. Only the embryo is getting collected. That is, it is involved in the collection of eggs. Got it? So it is released into the coelom. Like you remember, I think you remember frog reproductive system.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it now? So
Yes,
it is released into the coelom cavity only. So this embryo is collecting, involved in the collection of released ova. Please remember this, okay? At puberty, women, yeah. And again, a lower narrow end of uterus is called. What are the parts of uterus? Tell me.
Uterus, ma'am.
Yeah, uterus.
Fundus body. Cervical canal.
Yeah, cervix. So lower narrow part of the uterus is called as cervix. Yeah, see, orchidectomy is surgical removal of.
Don't know, ma'am.
Removal of testis. Removal of ovary.
Ovule.
Rectomy. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Sperms and ova are ectodermal in origin, mesodermal in origin, endodermal in origin, all of the above. Mesodermal in origin. Mesodermal. Proximal part of oviduct. Proximal part of oviduct is fimbriated funnel and distal part forms the proximal part means first part, infundibulum and ampulla. Yeah, that is proximal. And distal part?
Isthmus.
Distal, it is getting, yeah, isthmus, it is continued as uterus.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So corpus luteum, Bartholin's gland, uterus, none is given. You have to select uterus. Germinal epithelial cells are cuboidal and these are found in only testis, only ovary, both, none.
Both,
yeah. The functional maturation of sperms takes place in Functional maturation of sperms takes place in
epididymis.
epididyme. Yes, very good. Supporting cells found in germinal epithelium of testis are called supporting cells.
Sertoli cells.
Sertoli cells, yes. See, Sertoli cells, how many questions they are asking in different way. The gestation period of elephant is about
22 months.
Yeah, cells formed as a result of cleavage are called as. What are the process in the development of embryo? From zygote, by the process called cleavage, morula is formed. Morula is converted into blastula by blastulation. Blastula is converted into gastrula by gastrulation.
Gastrulation.
Yeah. See here cells formed as a result of cleavage are called as
Morula.
blastomeres. Okay, altogether these blastomeres, that is like a ball-like structure, that is called as morula. Okay.
Yes,
Cavity formed during gastrulation and found in mature gastrula is, this is not needed, leave. Solid ball of cell produced by repeated cleavage is called solid ball of cell produced
Morula.
by morula. Very good. Graphian follicle are found in testis of the mammal, ovary of frog, ovary of cockroach, ovary of mammals.
Ovary of mammals.
Site of fertilization in mammal is
Amphillary region.
ovary,
Fallopian tube.
ovary, uterus, vagina, fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. So here they didn't mention the part of fallopian tube. Generally, they have given fallopian tube. Okay. Endometrium is the lining of testis, urinary bladder, uterus. Ureter. Secondary sexual character is breast, ovary, testis, thyroid. Secondary sexual character is breast, ovary, testis, thyroid.
Breast.
Yeah. Internal fertilization in animals is mainly concerned. Internal fertilization in animals is mainly concerned with the presence of copulatory organ to ensure fertilization, with an adaptation to the terrestrial life, with conservation of semen.
Option B, ma'am.
With an adaptation to the terrestrial life. Internal fertilization is for the adapting to the terrestrial life where they are living based on that. See, they are frogs, if you take based on the, that is during what to say, that is reproductive stage, they used to live in water and they release eggs into the water, and again sperms also released out, they are meeting in the water. If they are releasing eggs and sperms outside the water, will it will the fertilization occur? It is not possible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The endocrinal structure formed after ovulation is corpus albicans, corpus callosum, corpus luteum, corpus striatum.
Corpus luteum.
Human beings are ovoviviparous, oviparous, parthenogenetic, viviparous.
Viviparous.
Sexually reproducing multicellular animals start their development from gastrula, morula, unicellular zygote, ova.
Unicellular zygote.
Very good. Corpus gland are found only in male mammals. Corpus luteum is excretory, digestive, endocrine, reproductive.
Reproductive.
Hello, corpus luteum.
Endocrine.
Endocrine. Cleavage in human is
Holoblastic.
Holoblastic, equal or unequal?
Unequal, holoblastic, indeterminate.
Yeah, very good. Growth and maturation of Graafian follicle is controlled by
FSH
and LH, needed for maturation of Graafian follicle. Nutritive cells of seminiferous tubules, Sertoli cells. First menstrual cycle start at parturition, menopause, menarche. Okay. Menstrual cycle is generally of how many days?
25 days.
Menstrual cycle total. Menstrual cycle total how many days? 24 days. In that first phases, yeah, tell me in that first phases.
Menstrual phase.
Menstrual phase, very good. How many days?
5 days.
Yeah, next is
Follicular phase.
how many days?
14 days.
Up to 5 to 14. Right? That
Yes,
is
ma'am.
6th day to 14th day. And ovulation when it will happen?
14th day.
14th day. And after that?
Luteal phase, secretory phase.
Yeah, secretory phase or luteal phase, which is continued from 15th to 28th day. Okay. So see here, how they will ask question means here, if the menstrual cycle is happening for 38 days, at which day the ovulation will happen? If the question is like that, what will be your answer? Tell me. Did you get my question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Or else just simply, if the menstrual cycle is happening for 30 days, at which day the ovulation will happen? 2 days you have to add, that's it. Okay, 10 days means 38 days I have told. So 24th day ovulation will happen. That's it. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In menstrual cycle, ovum is released during beginning itself, midway, end, anytime.
Midway.
Menstrual cycle is controlled by estrogen and progesterone of ovary, FSH and LH of pituitary, both 1 and 2.
Both.
Only FSH. Yeah, both 1 and 2. Yeah, stage in menstrual cycle are recovery and proliferative phase, proliferative and secretory phase, proliferative, secretory, and menstrual phase.
Last one.
Yeah, last one. Luteal phase is the other name of secretory phase. Just now you told. Yeah. Follicular phase of menstrual cycle is the other name of follicular phase, is otherwise called as luteal phase. Yeah. Secretory phase. And this follicular phase is otherwise called as proliferative phase. Okay. Vivipary is found in frog, lizard, snake, rabbit. Gestation period in is minimum in rabbit, man, elephant, mouse. The expulsion of completely developed fetus from the uterus is known as parturition. Expulsion of completely developed fetus from the uterus is called as parturition. Okay. Yeah. The first indication of division of labor in blastomeres appear at division of labor. That is endoderm, ectoderm, mesoderm segregation, and they used to separate functions, right? You please develop into this organs. I will develop into nervous system. Like that, they will divide functions only in gastrula stage. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. One of the following is correct. Ectodermal brine. Mesodermal coelom and muscle. Endomesodermal respiratory system. All of the above.
D, ma'am.
Yeah, all of the above. See, ectodermal only nervous system. You remember that. Mesodermal muscles. You know that.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
again, endomesodermal respiratory system. Endoderm and mesoderm is involved in the development of respiratory system, and all of the above is the right answer. Loss of reproductive capacity in women after the age of 45 years is called as
Menopause.
menopause. Cleavage start in man in fallopian tube, uterus, vagina, none.
Fallopian tube.
Fallopian tube. Late gastrula has ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm,
All.
all. Very good. Gastrulation is a process of formation of archenteron. Archenteron means coelom. Migration of prospective endomesodermal cells. Differentiation of 3 primary germ layers. All of the above.
Differentiation.
All of the above. All are formed. Okay. See, second option itself, they have given migration of prospective endomesodermal cells. That itself, that is also correct, right? Yeah. Permanent stopping of menstrual cycle is called menopause. Okay. Permanent stopping of menstrual cycle. Fertilization can be correctly defined as the fusion of
Male and female gametes.
very good. In female rabbit, which structure is homologous to penis? Homologous to penis is clitoris. Very good. When a zygote divides completely into blastomeres, the type of cleavage is called as holoblastic. Just now we discussed, right? So the options given are holoblastic, meroblastic, fertilization, metamorphosis. In rabbit, at the time of fertilization, zygote is formed in fallopian tube. That is in male, human and rabbit both are saying so. Instead of giving human, they have given rabbit. Don't get confused, okay?
Okay.
Which temporary endocrine gland forms in ovary after ovulation? Which temporary endocrine gland? Corpus luteum. Yeah. Which induces the development of corpus luteum? LH. Okay. Polyspermy is normally prevented by. Polyspermy is normally prevented by. Polyspermy means I informed you about monospermy. That is only one sperm is entering into the egg. That is called as monospermy. Yeah, and again, polyspermy is normally prevented by formation of fertilization membrane. Do you have any idea about twins? How twins are formed? Did I discuss this?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, how the twins are formed. Just see here, one egg is there, and that is the sperm. One sperm is entering, but this zygote will be formed, and this zygote, this will follow different divisions to produce 2 different fetus. Got it? This is one way. One more is 2 eggs. 2 eggs, again they will meet with 2 different sperms. On either side of the ovary, that is very rarely they produce 2 eggs. So 2 eggs, this will also lead to what to say. For example, this sperm is XX and this sperm is, sorry, this is X. So here already X is there. Egg is X only, and the sperm is having Y. Means one XX female and one XY is possible. Male and female twins is possible. Got it? But here only based on the sperm. For example, if it is Y, here the zygote formed will be XY. So both will be male. But if the sperm is X, that will form again XX. Then only female is possible. Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Got it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. External fertilization mostly occurs in those animals which lay eggs in soil, lay eggs in water, are viviparous or oviparous.
Oviparous.
No, just now I explained about frog. External fertilization mostly occur in those animals which,
Water.
yeah, lay egg in water. And this you will answer. In mammalian sperm, spirally arranged mitochondria are found at middle piece, head, end of the tail, where mitochondria is present.
Middle piece, ma'am.
Yeah. Ovulation hormone is FSH, ICSH, LH, testosterone.
LH.
Yeah. Ovulation is induced by LH. And spermatogenesis process occur in rete testis, seminiferous tubules, septular testis, mediastinum testis. Seminiferous tubules. Spermatogenesis occurs in seminiferous tubules. Part of sperm involved in penetrating egg membrane is
Acrosome.
acrosome. In parturition process, which of the following does not happen? In parturition process, which of the following does not happen? Oxytocin hormone is secreted by posterior pituitary. It is not secreted, it is released. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Does not happen. Okay. Relaxin hormone responsible for narrowing of pelvic cavity. What is the role of relaxin? So relaxin is produced, a little amount of relaxin is produced by ovary, and placenta is also releasing relaxin. Please remember this. So relaxin is produced by both ovary and placenta. What is the role of this relaxin? This relaxes pubic symphysis bone. Where it is present? Pubic symphysis. This is present in the
Pelvic
pelvic,
region.
yeah, pelvic region. So this is relaxing this pubic symphysis during parturition. Yeah, delivery or parturition, you can say. Got it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So here what is happened, what is given is relaxin hormone responsible for narrowing of pelvic cavity. So relaxation leads to widening of pelvic cavity. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Spermatozoa are nourished during their development by Sertoli cells. In a 30-year-old lady, eggs are released in the form of oogonia, primary oocyte, secondary oocyte, tertiary oocyte, secondary oocyte. In which is not correct about secondary sexual characters of female: development of mammary gland, presence of pubic hair, low pitched voice, menarche. No, menarche will be there in female. First periods is called as first menstrual cycle is called as menarche, right? Which is not there. We are having high pitched voice. Okay, here it is given as low pitched. Low pitched voice is for male. Cleavage in fertilized egg of humans start in uterus. It is meroblastic. Starts when egg is in fallopian tube. It is discoidal. Starts when the egg is in fallopian tube. Yeah. Graphian follicles contain corpus luteum, corpus albicans, theca externa and theca interna, oogonial cells.
Oogonial cells.
Oogonial cells. It will be having only one. Yes or no? Yeah, Graphian follicles, they are covered by theca interna and externa. Bartholin glands occur in Bartholin glands, male or female?
Female.
What is the role?
Lubrication.
Lubrication of during lubrication of vestibular region during copulation. Circumcision. What is circumcision? This we didn't discuss. What do you mean by circumcision? This is removal of prepuce. So in Muslims, they used to say that is like they used to that is compulsory for that community people. Circumcision, that is removal of this prepuce, is called as sunnat. Have you heard of that? கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Corpus luteum develops from Graafian follicle. Corpus luteum secretes progesterone. Polar body is produced during the formation of
Secondary
oocyte. Secondary oocyte. Ovulation or release of ovum occurs on the day of menstrual cycle 12 to 14. Yeah. Seminal vesicles are located above the corpus gland. Okay. Seminal vesicles are located in options. I will read: caput epididymis, uterus, above corpus gland, glans penis.
above corpus gland.
Yeah. Sperms produce an enzymatic substance for dissolving egg coverings. Dissolving egg coverings, it is called enzymatic substance. Sperms produce an enzymatic substance for dissolving egg coverings. Just now I told you.
Hydroluric acid.
Hyaluronidase. Hyaluronidase is the enzyme produced by sperm. Human female reaches menopause at the age of 50. Estrogen is secreted by Graafian follicles. Estrogen is secreted by follicular cells, you can say. Okay. Hormone responsible for ovulation is LH. 10 oogonia yield 10 primary oocytes. 10 oogonia yield 10 primary oocytes. Then how many ova are produced on completion of oogenesis?
40.
10. From 10 oogonia,
Okay,
how many?
okay.
10. Oogonia. Spermatogonia only 40. Okay. Yeah, so we have discussed almost 125 questions. Shall we wind up? So many questions are there. Thank you.